So when we look at Crisis Alpha, we kind of split into this risk-based tactical asset allocation and portfolio overlays, crisis return, and probably you're supposed to have some diversifying strategies. I'll skip that because it's a different kind of crowd. So then one thing I wanted to just run is why don't we just take all three of the strategies I talked about, trend, overlays, and quality, mush them together, no science here, just take a third of each, and see how that looks versus a put program. Profile is still kind of the same. There's some convexity, but not as convex as a put program. But what if we just took 25% into puts? They start to line up a little better. I think this gets to a point of defensible, but especially when you're crossing the y-axis at a positive point and you show some positive to the side, so you're making decent returns, positive returns, 30 basis points a month versus minus 25. So I think that's a pretty good outcome. And if we look on the 3-month basis, this is sort of what I think you would expect, which is to say, trend, we knew that it caught up. We also knew that the overlays caught up. Quality was the one that just looked short beta, but when we combine them, it looks pretty good, right? You have all the convexity of an options program and just a lot more return. But we can put them almost on top of each other, which I think is the goal of a risk-based program, right? Any kind of risk mitigation program, is to take these option strategies, combine it with systematic, and then you sit right on top of each other. But look at the yawning gap on the right tail here, right? That you're still retaining a lot of your return in your Crisis Alpha programs. So when you see a 10-year return profile of a Crisis Alpha program and it's 2% a year, it made it all in the crises. In this case, you're making money in other periods, which I think is reasonably important as you develop risk mitigation programs.